Alright, here we go with an unboxing looking at the Ork Gorkanaut. This is also the Morkanaut, even though it doesn't say that right there. Looking at the back of the box, we have some nice box art here showing the Bad Moons and Evil Suns versions. I noticed on the GW website there's also a Goth version out there, so maybe we'll see that in the codex when that gets released. So let's open this up and see what's inside. Wow, so some big sprues here. Very full box. We've got our giant oval base, so this is the same as the knight base, bigger than your flying base and things like the Dread Knight. Okay, so the base, piece of the box. We've got our standard Orc decal sheet, so this is not new or anything like that, nothing special there. We have 3 big sprues and a booklet. So our booklet shows some computer renders of the Gorkanaut here and the Morkanaut down there. And our stage by stage, we're still showing the old Citadel cutters and some of the glue and stuff like that. So let's see here, nice stage by stage with our good CG renders, showing some optional, you can have some moving parts here. And yeah, standard sort of a thing. And there we go. Okay, so let's take a look at the sprue. So there's 3 sprues here, and there's some single sprue pics on the website, but let's see if we can look at these in a bit more detail. So first one off, let's zoom in a bit so we can get some good detail here. Okay, so this is, let's see, we've got some of the legs here. So apparently you can make these a bit more posable. There's a pin on there that, that will allow them to be rotated. So we have our legs, so 2 halves. We have part of the chest piece here with that spot for the Scorcha. Nice shoulder pad here with some nice texture on it. Good detail, some other shoulder type bits. This looks like the head assembly, so there's where the head rotates. Got a nice little glyph on there. Some of the jaw pieces here. That looks like it's part of, it's either part of the custom force field, or maybe it's a part of a targeter or something like that. Also noticed on here that the copyright is 2013, so it usually means there's a long lead time for these things, so they built this in 2013 and somehow were able to keep it secret all the way till May 2014. Nice pieces here. Some of the foot assemblies here, so little claws much like the Death Dread, some hoses and stuff like that. So just flipping it over, other side of things here, nice stuff like that. Some nice glyph panels here, there, some teeth and that sort of thing. Okay, so let's take a look at the next sprue. So the next one I'm going to look at looks like it has all of the weapons. Okay, so let's zoom out here so we can get a big view of it. Okay, there we go. And zoom in to some individual parts. So here's our rockets here. So these are going to be twin link rockets each. So there's 2 sets of those. Some more of those. This is the claw for the big claw arm. Nice detail in there. The sort of the chipped away bits. Some nice hydraulic pistons. Here's the main assembly for the big cannon that can either be a custom Mega Blasta or that Gatling type gun. Here we have an interesting thing. This is the custom force field. So it's this is a new item as a vehicle war gear that this thing has. Normally you could only get it on mechs, big mechs before. So it'll be interesting to see what the new codex brings for that type of a rule. Some other little bits here or there. Some nice details there with those spiky bits. Then we have our main Gatling cannon there. So it's all one piece. There's no little moving parts or anything in there. That's all going to go together as one. Our twin link big shooters here. More glyph panels. Those are nice to have. They're nice to go in your bits box. Here's this giant custom Mega Blasta, which is just like the little one the big mech carries, but much larger. And some more of these panels here that'll make a really nice metallic look when that's all painted up and weathered a bit. Okay, so I think that's it. Oh, there's an Orc Head here. This is the Orc body that's going to go on the back end of that Gatling cannon as the kind of the shooter. So it's your typical Orc body, very standard pose there. Nothing that'll be totally interchangeable with your other Orcs. and same with the back of the head. It's not like the Savage Orcs that have the tongue as part of the body or anything like that. And of course he's got his arms. So there's two heads here. I know there's also an Orc Pilot that goes sort of up on the top part. I haven't seen that yet. Oh, here's a shoulder pad for that Orc, so it looks very similar to the ones on the truck. And looks like that's about it on this sprue. So most of the assembly for the weapons. And here we go with the main torso. So here's the hull. Let's go a bit wide angle there. You can see that. So you can see the sprue pics on GW's website, but this here will give you an idea of a bit more detail on both sides. So all the main hull assembly, and let's take a look nice and close here. So okay, of course, glyph panels. These panels here are all mostly nice and smooth. These front ones here have lots of nice deep scratches in them, so those will weather up really nicely. You put a little bit of Agrax Earthshade in there, and then you highlight one edge, and maybe put a little bit of silver somewhere there. That'll look really nice. Let's see what else we have here. So this is the front piece here. This is kind of the opening where the guys are going to jump out. It's not clear whether or not this is going to be an assault vehicle, so having knobs or something inside there, mega knobs, it's unclear how effective that will be. But maybe it'd be good to move some guys up the field in this thing. Not quite sure in terms of strategy how that'll work. Here's the Orc Pilot. So it's just the upper part of the body, and he's going to sit on the top part of the torso. And actually, it looks like he goes right in there. That's going to be somewhere near the top. Okay, and some more hull pieces. So your standard details sort of thing there. We got some nice exhaust panels, exhaust ports here. Those will all go nicely on the back, and maybe they'll be interchangeable with maybe your Def Dread or something like that if you want to swap things up a bit. Some fuel tanks here. Here's the pilot's head, which looks very similar to the one from the battle wagon. It's got that little antenna on there. And yeah, not a whole lot of extra bits as far as I can see. Maybe some glyph panels and that sort of thing. But really, all in all, they just try to pack everything on here so you get your main assembly with your two gun options. That's kind of the only extra bits you're going to get. So I'm going to be assembling this up, and I'll do a video for that as well. Oh, here's some of those guns. I didn't notice those before. So here we go. That looks like a Shoota Flama, maybe some sort of a. Okay, we got another flamer here. That looks like almost like a custom blasta, not a custom blast. Oh, okay, I see it. It's two halves. So there's the back side there. So these two kind of go together. So you have some sort of a combi weapon, maybe. Another custom blaster, which is same sort of size as your standard one, maybe a little bit bigger because it's on a vehicle. And I think that's about it. Anyways, yeah, I'll be doing a video to show how this thing assembles up in all the different stages, and be sure to check back for that. Hope you enjoyed this, and make sure you check out all my other Orc stuff. Got lots there. I've been collecting Orcs since 2nd edition, so I've been a long time Orc fan and really excited about these new releases. See you next time.